but it looks interesting. Would whoever lost this, ladies, this yours? Well, would you please come up and claim it? Yes, ma'am. Would you please try to hold on to your items a little better?
I certainly.
What is your name?
Helen Seaman.
Helen, I wish that when we're doing a color show aboard ship, you'd wear something colorful. Thank you very much, Helen. Don't lose that. We may need it. All right, here's something of interest here. You know who this belongs to?
I don't have the slightest idea.
Let's see. Is this yours? All right, thank you very much, Chris. This looks like an identification bracelet. Hello there.
Hello.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, thank you. I've
Well-
been looking all
Well,
over
wait
for
just a
it.
second. Who does this fit your, what size wrist do you have, dear?
Oh, I don't know, but that's mine.
All right, try it on just a second, see if it fits. You're positive this is yours?
Positive. See, there's an inscription in there.
Oh, wonderful. What is your name, by the way?
Joan Aronson.
Joan. To Joan from
Bob. That's my husband.
Bob. Bob, your husband. Where's Bob? Is he on board with you?
No, he couldn't make it. He had a big project at the office last minute and couldn't come.
He couldn't be here, huh? When did he give this to you?
Gee, I think for my last birthday.
It's a very pretty bracelet. You can put it on. You can, since it's yours. I'm going to take...
The man
I'm
at the
gonna take
rail
your
is
word
Joan's
for it.
husband, Bob
Tell us
Aronson,
a
who
little
we
bit
smuggled
about
aboard the
this
Staten
bracelet.
Dam 2 days ago in Bermuda.
I'd like to know what a lovely and charming lady like you picks for a husband.
Well, he's about 5'8", I think. Weighs about 155 pounds. He's kind of cute, I think.
Of course, you're prejudiced. You really like
Yeah,
it.
of course.
How many men have you met on board since we've been doing these?
A lot.
Well, I thought it's a reasonable question. Don't you think so?
Sure. But I'm traveling with my mother. So.
You're traveling. Where's your mother?
She's over there somewhere.
Where's the gentleman? It's a gentleman that I've had my eyes on for a while. He doesn't look like he belongs to anybody. Where is he?
I'm not interested.
Let's see. Is it possible that he could be on board?
No, it's not possible. I wish it were.
Does anybody see Bob Aronson? Does anybody answer to the name of Bob Aronson? Bob? Where is... Look at the fellow way back in the back. Do you see him? You thought he was at home, right? You thought he was at home? Go say hello to him. A 100-yard dash and they're together. Isn't that a beautiful sight? I'm sure glad that we finally did that because he's been locked up in a room for 3 days on bread and water, and I think he's going to kind of enjoy the fresh salt air. We'll be hearing words and music in just a moment, but first, let's pause for this word. There are 4 words that have become rather synonymous with traveling, and those 4 words are wish you were here. And here to set those words to music, ladies and gentlemen, Gary LeMel.
They're not making the skies as blue this year. Wish you were here. As blue as they used to when you were near. Wish you were here. And the mornings don't seem as new, brand new as they did with you. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Someone's painting the leaves all wrong this year. Wish you were here. And why did the birds change their song this year? Wish you were here. They're not shining the stars as bright. They've stolen the joy from the night. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Someone's painting the leaves all wrong this year. Wish you were here. And why did the birds change their song this year? Wish you were here. They're not shining the stars as bright. They've stolen the joy from the night. Wish you were here, 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 wish you were here.
Thank you very much, Gary. Beautiful. And fortunately, through the electronic miracle of television, why, all of you are with us today on board the Holland America ship, the SS Statendam. And it's nice to have you. We hope you'll join us every day for our show. There's a gentleman seated on my, let's see, my right. Is that right?
You're sitting there. I'm over here.
And you told me you wouldn't be that way with me, Alan.
He sings nicely, that Gary.
Isn't he?
Oh, he's
This
good.
delightful song, too.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's say hello to Mr. Alan Young once again. Alan, it's good to have you with us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Alan's with us for the entire cruise. And Alan, has anything unusual or interesting happened to you since we've left home?
Well, after riding a horse for 6 years, riding this ship is the most interesting thing that's happened to me.
May I ask you what the difference is between a horse? I think I know the difference between riding a horse and riding on a ship. But the other day, we had an experience. We were making sort of a tour of the island of Hamilton, Bermuda, and he was riding a motorbike. Now, that's the mode of travel in Hamilton. Most everybody goes everywhere on a motorbike. And I had to help him back to the hotel, or rather back to the ship. And it looks like, Alan, you just weren't meant to ride a motorbike.
No, as Ed tells me, I wasn't meant to ride a horse either. But the motorbike and a horse, the handles are all different. I'm glad we got away from Bermuda, because everything is so cheap there that it's expensive shopping. See, things are cheap and your wife buys 10 of them. So you end up going broke anyway. So she's down in the cabin now looking for something. The key, I locked her in.
I don't blame you. I saw some of the stuff. It wasn't so bad until after the first night we were there, you had to have 3 cabins.
Oh,
one for you and your wife, 2 for the things she had purchased.
Yeah, and the class traveling on this ship, send your shoelaces out to get pressed. And when is between meals?
We are between meals now.
Well, I've been eating all the time. They keep you open your mouth, they shove something in it. They're wonderful.
Really, isn't the food marvelous, ladies and gentlemen? The food on this ship, it really is fantastic. Now, you're talking about traveling first class, and in the Southland, we have, back in Tennessee where I came from, Alan, we have an expression. Traveling like this is really traveling high on the hog.
Oh, did you see that in Tennessee, do you?
Oh, yes.
Well,
Aren't you glad we only say
never
it?
been there, and that's the way it's going to be. No, I love it. But no, these Dutch people, I've eaten 4 tulips. They cook everything. They cook.
Have you taken part in any activities on board?
The sleeping I've done 4 times. I hear they play all sorts of sports. I didn't come for that. I've been doing a lot of sitting, and this sea air is so marvelous.
Isn't this good for your voice, too?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about your singing, by the way.
All right.
Also want to talk to Virginia, your lovely wife. She's with us, I hope.
I'll get the key and let her out. You betcha.
Okay, all right. We'll be right back. Alan, there are a lot of lovely girls on board ship.
I see one over here. Excuse me, I'm going to go and see if I can pick her
I
up.
think I might go with you because I always like to pick her up. What an expression, even on board ship. Hi there.
Anything tonight?
Virginia. Well, you want to answer it? It works out nice this way. Took us 2 days to plan this meeting here. Virginia, are you having a good time on board?
Just great. I just love it.
Have you really picked up so many items that it took a couple of extra cabins?
You know, the story is completely reversed.
You know what they say in Tennessee? We're living high off the pig,
It's high on the hog.
high on the hog. I beg your pardon. Being a horseman, I wouldn't know. But that's what they say in Tennessee.
Virginia?
Yep. They stopped though. They're saying other things now.
Like whatever happened to Wink Martindale, things like that. Virginia, have you picked up really any seriously, I mean, any unusual items? Did you pick up any unusual items in Bermuda?
No.
Sailor.
That's not unusual.
It's important that he be a Dutch sailor, was he?
Oh, yes. Has to be.
I found out that everything has got to be Dutch, you know. You say Dutch this, Dutch that. You know, even the captain I was talking to him a while ago, are there any prerequisites? And he said, got to be Dutch captain. Have you enjoyed yourselves?
Very much.
You know, these two people, in all seriousness, we kid a lot, but these are two of the most charming people that I have ever met. And sports, they will do anything to make someone laugh. And they always get a good laugh, too. I'm sorry, I don't mean that the way it sounded, Alan. You always get a good laugh.
You just go right ahead. It's your show.
David is on board, too. They have their son, David. David, where are you? Come in out of the water, Dave. I don't know whether I told you or not, but you don't swim in the ocean. The pool is what you swim in. I'm glad you finally made it. How are you, Dave?
Oh, I'm fine. This is wonderful. This is the greatest.
And girls, all this, and he's available, too.
Don't believe a thing you hear.
Okay. That's what I see, though. That's the thing. All right. We just about had it for today, I'll tell you, if you'll pardon the expression. We're going to have to say goodbye. However, we've reserved space for you on tomorrow's show, and we hope that you'll join us on the SS Staten Dam. Be aboard with us to hear our junior captain give his report on being captain for a day. It should be a lot of fun. Till tomorrow, this is Wink saying bon voyage.